The King and Queen of Thailand attend a celebratory concert in Bangkok. RVD makes an announcement regarding Princess Katharina Amalia, Princess of Orania. The British royal family attends a service of the Most Noble Order of the Garter at St. George's Chapel in Windsor. And Princess Leonor of Asturias enters the final phase of her naval training aboard the Blas de Lezo. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Monday, June 16th, 2025. On Saturday, Her Royal Highness, Princess Leonor of Asturias, boarded the frigate Blas de Lezo at the Las Palmas de Gran Canaria Navy Yard to continue the final phase of her naval military training. As a first midshipman, the princess will participate in the SINCEX 25 exercise. According to the Spanish newspaper La Voz de Galicia, the objective of the SINCEX 25 is to, quote, verify the relevance of the Navy's means of high-intensity scenarios, and in particular, its ability to launch fixed-wing aircraft, Harrier fighters, from a naval platform, such as Juan Carlos I. Vice Admiral Juan Bautista Perez Puig confirmed that since last Monday, June 9th, and until this Saturday, more than 100 serial and test exercises were carried out aimed at high-intensity combat. End quote. Next month, Princess Leonor will graduate from the Escuela Naval Militar de Marine. Upon her graduation in the presence of Their Majesties King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia of Spain, the princess will become a second lieutenant. In the late summer, early fall, Princess Leonor will continue her third and final year of military training at the Academia del Aire y el Espacio de San Javier in Murcia. Upon her completion, the princess will make history, becoming the first royal woman to complete all three branches of the armed forces of Spain. This morning, His Majesty, King Felipe VI of Spain, held an audience at Palacio de El Pardo with the benefactors and the management team of the Red de Estudio de las Monarquías Contemporánea. According to the Royal Court of Spain, the REMCO was established from a course given in 2015 at the Menendez Pelayo International University under the title Monarchy, Constitution, and Democracy, Spain in Comparative Perspective. The course was sponsored by the Real Instituto Elcano, where a, quote, series of people and institutions concerned about the lack of attention that the academic world has paid to the Spanish monarchy proposed to create a study center to alleviate this shortage. End quote. The Royal Court goes on to note that the REMCO aims to open a space for the study and research of constitutional monarchies to, quote, dispel the stereotypes regarding how they actually function. End quote. In Windsor, Their Majesties, King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom attended a service of the Most Noble Order of the Garter at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle. Also attending the service were Their Royal Highnesses, the Prince and Princess of Wales, Their Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal, and Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, His Royal Highness the Duke of Kent, and Their Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester. Established in 1348 by King Edward III, the Order of the Garter is the most senior and the oldest British order of chivalry, with the motto, On y soit qui mal y pense, shame on him who thinks this evil. The order, consisting of the king and 24 knights, honors those who have held public office, who have contributed in a particular way to national life, or who have served the sovereign personally. The patron saint of the order is St. George, and the spiritual home of the order is St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle. According to Buckingham Palace, every knight is required to display a banner of his arms in the chapel together with a helmet, crest, and sword, and an enameled stall plate. Quote, "These achievements are taken down on the knight's death, and the insignia are returned to the sovereign." The stall plates remain as a memorial, and these now form one of the finest collections of heraldry in the world. End quote. The day began with a meeting in the Garter Throne Room at Windsor Castle. This was followed by a luncheon in the Waterloo Chamber. In the afternoon, their Majesties, their Royal Highnesses, knights and ladies of the most noble order of the Garter participated in a procession. Wearing their blue velvet robes with a badge of the order, St. George's Cross, within the Garter surrounded by silver beams on the left shoulder and black velvet hats with white plumes, from Windsor Castle to St. George's Chapel. This afternoon, in Monte Carlo, Her Serene Highness, Princess Charlene of Monaco, attended the Women with Purpose luncheon at the Café du Paris. The luncheon, held on the occasion of the 64th edition of the Monte Carlo Television Festival, was organized by the fashion house H.R.H. According to the Palais Princier, Women with Purpose is an initiative organized by H.R.H. to, quote, highlight influential women who, through their commitment, are shaping a more just, inclusive, and egalitarian world. End quote. In Fontvieille, His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, presided over the inauguration of the 500-square-meter building of the Archives nationales de la Principauté de Monaco. The National Archives are a department of the Sovereign Prince's government, under the authority of the Minister of State, created by Sovereign Ordinance No. 11,118 of February 18, 2025. In addition to the opening of the new building, the National Archives launched its new official website for the general public. According to the Sovereign Prince's government, quote, this is a national portal for the dissemination of standardized inventories, digitized archives, virtual exhibitions, and various editorial content. End quote. In Contiche, Her Majesty, Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, visited the organization Digital for Youth. According to the Royal Court of Belgium, Digital Youth aims to bridge the digital divide in Belgium for young people aged 6 through 25 years old. In collaboration with other social organizations, Digital for Youth collects used computers from companies, restores them, and makes them available to young people experiencing, quote, digital disengagement. The goal is to also stimulate their interest in digital technologies and develop their skills. End quote. This morning in Den Haag, RVD announced that Her Royal Highness, Princess Katharina Amalia, Princess of Oranje, will carry out her first public engagement on Wednesday, June 18th, following an accident last Tuesday in which she fell off her horse Mojito and broke her right arm. The 21-year-old princess will join her father, His Majesty, King Willem-Alexander of the Netherlands, as they preside over the presentation of a new standard in Amersfoort. The new standard will be presented to the Princess Katharina Amalia Hussar Regiment at the Prince Bernhard Barracks. In Luxembourg City, His Royal Highness, Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg, held an audience with the European Commissioner for the Environment, Water Resilience, and a Competitive Circular Economy, Ms. Jessica Roswell, at the Palais Grand Ducal. As I mentioned several months ago, Her Royal Highness, Grand Duchess Maria Teresa of Luxembourg, graced the cover of the April 2025 issue of ELLE Luxembourg. On Saturday, the editorial and interview were released online. In the interview, under the headline, Maria Teresa of Luxembourg, My Truth About 25 Years of Reign, the Grand Duchess discusses her life growing up, noting that she was, quote, lucky enough to have a very privileged, but also very strict upbringing. In reality, my whole life has been marked by contrasts, a true cultural cocktail. End quote. The Grand Duchess also discusses her marriage to His Royal Highness Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg, fashion, loneliness, and the next chapter in her life after October 3rd, 2025, when her son, His Royal Highness Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg, accedes to the Grand Ducal throne. If you're interested in reading the interview, I will leave a direct link in the description box below. On Saturday in Bangkok, Their Majesties, King Rama X and Queen Sathida of Thailand attended a celebratory concert on the occasion of the 170th anniversary celebrations of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the Kingdom of Thailand and the United Kingdom. According to the Thai Embassy in London, diplomatic relations between the two kingdoms began with the signing of the Bow-Ring Treaty on April 18, 1855, by King Rama IV and Sir John Bow-Ring, who at the time served as the Chief Superintendent of Trade in the Far East and Governor, Commander-in-Chief, and Vice Admiral of Hong Kong under the British Empire. The Bow-Ring Treaty was the, quote, first trade agreement between Siam and a Western nation, marking a pivotal moment that brought Siam into the era of modern international free trade, leading to a rapid economic growth at the time. End quote. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow on Tuesday, June 17th, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you, your family, your friends, and of course your pets, a wonderful afternoon. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you'd like, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care and God bless.